Jesus responds very quickly. He's napping in the middle of the storm. Just pause and reflect on that. In the peak of this craziness, the disciples thought they were going to die. And if you didn't know, a lot of Jesus' disciples were fishermen. They spent a lot of time on the sea. They were comfortable being on the water. And this was a storm that terrified them, thinking they were going to die. And Jesus is resting in the middle of that. Now, I'm not Jesus. I'm not expecting you to be Jesus. So one question that we kind of often lands on when we're going through these storms is like, well, how do I do that? How do I trust in Jesus' power when I'm going through this challenge, this breakup, this family dynamic, the loss of a job, or the failing of a project? How do I find trust in Jesus' power during these times? First part of that is recognizing your need for help. I mean, like I said, we are in a culture that talks a lot about mental health, talks a lot about the struggles that we're experiencing and trying to navigate. But I think there's still a resistance in a lot of us, especially young men, of asking for help. A lot of us want to seem put together. We want to seem like we have all the right answers, even if you're following Jesus. There's a tendency to be afraid of sharing our struggles because we want to be a good example for Jesus. And as we look at this story and understand this passage, there's no moment where the disciples say, no, don't wake up Jesus. They run into storm. They are afraid for their lives, and they run straight to him. They don't care about his nap. They say, Lord, save us.